The Kinahan Cartel, a notorious criminal organization deeply rooted in the intricate underworld of Dublin, has evolved into a transnational empire leaving an indelible mark on the landscape of organized crime. This extensive examination seeks to unravel the layers of the cartel's origins, operational methodologies, international affiliations, violent feuds, and the persistent challenges faced by law enforcement in their pursuit of dismantling this elusive criminal syndicate. Buckle up, because this is a ride you won't soon forget. Hit that subscribe button, like, and let's dive into the gripping tale of the Kinahan Cartel. The origins of the Kinahan Cartel can be traced back to the underbelly of Dublin's crime scene, where it emerged as a local faction before metamorphosing into a far-reaching criminal organization. The Kinahan Cartel is believed to have been created by Christophe Kinahan, also known as Christy Kinahan. Born in Dublin, Ireland in 1953, Christophe Kinahan has been associated with organized crime for several decades. He is considered the patriarch and founder of the Kinahan criminal organization. But how everything started. In the 90s, Christophe Kinahan was supplying his youth gang with drugs in Dublin. At first, wasn't no Kinahan cartel. It was just a street gang called Crumlin. But our Christopher didn't want to remain just a street guy. So in 2001, when the gang leader was arrested, he dedicated himself to education. In prison, he learned Spanish and Dutch, languages which he would soon need. He then moved to Spain to become closer to the European cocaine market. He temporarily avoided any affiliation with his gang, and during his absence in Ireland, the leadership of his gang is given to Freddie Thompson. As the time went by, the street gang from Dublin began to flourish, and it became the Kinahan Cartel, which had become a key wholesaler of drugs in Europe. They even become influential in Spain by bribing the local authorities. At the core of the Kinahan Cartel's influence lies its extensive and intricate network of international connections. So that was a brief history to make y'all familiar with this story. Now let's jump on the next chapter. Daniel Kinahan, born in 1977, into a family already deeply entrenched in Dublin's criminal landscape, inherited a legacy that would shape his future. Growing up in this environment, Daniel was exposed to the intricacies of the criminal underworld from an early age. Despite the challenges posed by his upbringing, Daniel Kinahan's early life also reflected elements of privilege. The family's criminal enterprises provided financial stability, allowing him access to education and opportunities not afforded to everyone. However, this early exposure to a life of crime set the stage for his eventual ascent within the Kinahan Cartel. As Daniel Kinahan matured, his involvement in the family's criminal enterprises deepened. The Kinahan Cartel, originally a local faction in Dublin's underworld, underwent a transformative phase with Daniel at the helm. His strategic vision and leadership skills contributed to the cartel's evolution into a transnational criminal organization with global reach. He navigated the complex dynamics of organized crime, forming alliances and expanding the cartel's influence beyond Ireland's borders. The cartel's involvement in high-profile feuds, violent confrontations, and its impact on Irish society have drawn public attention and scrutiny. The media's portrayal of Daniel Kinahan often highlights his alleged role as the mastermind behind the cartel's criminal operations. Controversies also surround Kinahan's purported involvement in professional boxing promotion. His association with major boxing events and prominent fighters has raised eyebrows, sparking debates about the intersection of sports and organized crime. Daniel Kinahan became a Kinahan leader. Everything goes well for the cartel, but in our stories there is always place for some violence. Kinahans did not operate alone. They had a lot of men under their wings, men like Gary Hutch, a trusted man of the cartel. However, with drugs flowing and paranoia rising, Daniel and Gary argue over money. Long story short, Gary hires a hitman to kill Daniel, but an innocent boxer is shot instead. After this happens, Gary flees from Spain and gets in touch with his uncle, Gerard Hutch, a known Irish gangster. Gerard goes to negotiate with the cartel, but somehow the deal falls apart and Gary Hutch is assassinated. And that's how the war started. But later on 5th of February 2016 in Dublin, during a boxing event, Hutch's team burst into the hall. Armed with AK-47s, they came in retaliation for Gary Hutch. The Kinahan boss luckily escaped, but one of the Kinahan's men did not make it. David Bryan was gunned down. A few days later, the retaliation was imminent when the brother of Gerard Hutch, an innocent taxi driver, is shot and killed. The war continued over and over, and the cartel was battling with both Hutch's crew and the Irish authorities. This war resulted in 18 deaths, which 14 of them were ordered by Daniel. As the bodies piled up, the leaders of the Kinahan cartel relocated their operation to Dubai. Shortly after they moved to Dubai, Irish authorities just went after the remaining Kinahan cartel members. A total of 79 members of the gang have been put behind bars, plus a lot of jewelry, luxury cars, and money were confiscated. After a lot of crackdowns, Kinahans remain in Dubai protected by their connections, and the Irish authorities hopes that someday will put them behind bars. And there you have it, a glimpse into the intricate world of the Kinahan cartel. A saga of power, feuds, and international intrigue that has left an indelible mark on Ireland's underworld. As we peel back the layers, it's a stark reminder of the challenges law enforcement faces in the battle against organized crime. The Kinahan cartel's story is far from over, echoing through the streets and courtrooms, impacting lives and communities. Thank you for joining us on this exploration. As we navigate the complexities of organized crime, may it serve as a call to action, a collective effort to dismantle these networks and build a safer, more resilient world. Until next time, stay aware and stay safe.